I love to cook. When I became a chef, I thought that was all I was going to do. But today, you are both a cook and a chef. You're in a kitchen, the dining room, the classroom, and on the road.
It's the lifestyle of the chefs. We go to festivals, we interact, we eat in other places, and then we cook together. We learn from each other. It's an enriching experience.
I've always loved the ocean. I am a Pisces after all. My quest has always been to find the best seasonal freshest fish, whether at Le Bernardin in New York or here at my restaurant in the Cayman Islands. And that is my challenge today.
Made possible by Aquapana Natural Spring Water. Emerging from a deep spring near the Renaissance Villa Pana, Aquapana is dedicated to bringing the taste, history, and culinary tradition of Tuscany to life. Aquapana, from Tuscany for the art of dining. By Olympus. The Olympus Stylus Tough Camera is made to take whatever life dishes out, in or out of the kitchen. By Wine.com. With thousands of wines from around the world, gifts, wine clubs, and the information you need to make a wine selection. Wine.com for wine online. By Cuisinart and the elite collection of food processors. With 3 nested work bowls, a seal-tight lid for maximum capacity use, blade lock for pouring, and a 6-in-1 adjustable slicing disc. It's the next innovation for the modern kitchen.
When I come to Cayman, I walk on the beach, and the contact with the sand and the sea and the sound of the sea, it's very relaxing, it's very soothing. What we wanted to do when we created Blue was to bring Le Bernardin in the Caribbean and make Le Bernardin by the beach. It's not to clone Le Bernardin, but to keep our philosophy of the fish being the star of the plate, and that's what we created here. Blue is a seafood restaurant with maybe a couple of more options which are including meat and vegetables than in New York. It's all the flavors that come from the products that we are using. For instance, it's grating some lime, and right now the kitchen is really like smelling like lime. And
Jessica, would be
it's
nice if
very
we can drop some
strong and refreshing. And even in New York, where we have great products, fresh products, we don't have that intensity, we don't have that smell. And this kitchen is full, depending where we walk, is full of very powerful, fresh smells coming from the products that we are using. Most of the menu is inspired by what the fishermen are bringing here, and we have created a relationship with maybe a dozen of fishermen. Most of the time, we buy almost whatever they have. We spoiled in the island because we have this relationship with the fishermen who bring us the best. We support them, they support us at the same time. And at the end of the day, the cooks are having fun with beautiful products, and the clients are really having an amazing experience. It's impossible to get fresher than that. However, I'm planning to go fishing tomorrow, and if I catch some, I will cook it immediately, and then that will be even fresher than fresh.
Inspired by the fresh fish coming into my kitchen, my friend Mike Ryan introduced me to Captain Eric Rivers, a local fisherman, to take me out on the water to see if I could get one myself.
Eric, this is Eric.
Hi Eric,
how are
nice
you?
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So we are going to catch some fish.
We're gonna give it a shot and see what happens, yeah.
So whatever we're gonna catch, I cook it tonight, and we eat it together.
Sounds like a good deal.
Right?
I'm all for that.
Sure. So let's go.
Whenever you're ready. right in here now. What we're after is wahoo right here.
Wahoo in that
Yeah.
in this area.
Yeah, right in this area along the continental shelf here. Tuna, dolphin, occasionally marlin.
So what you call dolphin is actually
Dorado.
mahi-mahi.
Mahi-mahi or
Yes.
dorado in Spanish.
But
yeah.
it's not the dolphin that,
Not flipper.
not flipper. Yeah.
No, we don't target those here. And that's the beautiful part about being here. You don't have to go really far away to fish. Everything is pretty close. And we're on top of a little mountain peak, so once you get out 2 or 3, like we're probably 400 yards offshore,
And suddenly you
we're
stand.
probably in about 600 feet here.
Yeah.
If you move, say, 200 feet in, you'll be in about 80 feet. So the island drops off very steep here. That's the good part about fishing here. You don't have to go very far away.
So those tiny boats over there, I mean, they are smaller than the waves.
Yeah,
Like
that's probably only about 12 feet long.
And what do you think he's going to get?
He'll be fishing for the same thing we're fishing for. Occasionally they'll catch marlin. Sometimes you'll go by and you'll
Well,
see him.
marlin is a big fish.
Yeah.
It's bigger than the boat.
Oh yeah, sometimes we find them out here, we cross them, and you'll see the marlin bills on one side of the boat and the tails on the other.
Oh
And they'll have a
God.
8 or 10 foot.
So it's
fish
like
in a
the
boat.
Hemingway story, the old man and the sea.
Exactly.
You catch fish each time you take the boat?
Not every time.
Not every time.
Not
So
every time.
sometimes you can spend hours and hours and hours and nothing happen.
Yeah, that's why you hear people refer to as fishing and not catching.
Fishing and not catching, right?
Fishing and not catching.
So I guess this is fishing, not catching.
I got it.
How long have we been out here? If we got 2 fish, we are done. We're going back to the hotel, sleep.
That's good for sushi. Just pick it up. Yeah.
Like that? And then what?
Twist it a little more. Okay, just wind forward. Oh yeah, that's good. There it is down there. See the color?
Oh, yeah, I see it coming.
Black
Yeah,
fin.
yeah,
So
yeah.
bring the tip up.
Tip,
and
tip.
Step back a little bit. I'll get it. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, good.
What is that?
Blackfin tuna.
Blackfin tuna.
Yeah.
Hey,
There you go.
it looks
Start
like
to
a
kick a lot.
mackerel almost.
Yeah. See all the yellowfin tuna?
Yeah,
See
yeah. Yeah.
And down he
So
goes
that's
to
gonna be
sleep.
great for sushi.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
beat that in terms of freshness, that's for sure. When you get the fish on your line here, it's like almost like a fight, and you feel the adrenaline in you. So much for my gigantic marlin. My blackfin tuna will barely feed the 2 of us for lunch. We decide to dive for some fresh conch to prepare with the sashimi I have in mind. Eric, we find some water which is pretty shallow here, right? It's about, what, 10 feet, 8 feet?
8 to 10 feet deep.
8 to 10 feet?
Yeah.
And it's pretty clear, and I see a lot of grass in the bottom. Does it mean that the conch are going to be there?
That's a good indicator of where they feed and stuff.
So it's a good habitat for them usually.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm very happy I got one. I feel better because I catch something. But you wouldn't believe how many different fish are living underneath. It's incredible. In the water, because they cover like that, if you don't have the habit, you don't see them. I was on top and I couldn't see anything. And Eric told me, he said, it's a conch right there. And then I realized I saw it. So Eric, show me how we're gonna open the conch.
We got the conch here.
Yeah.
You can see the beautiful animal inside, all the colors in the shell.
So this is the animal really inside.
Yeah, that's the whole animal. That's the toenail from which he pulls himself along in the bottom.
Yes.
He's kind of spiral onto the shell here. So
Yes.
to get him out, what we have to do, roll him over, break a hole in the back here where the muscle is connected at the very end, between the second and the third set of horns coming down. Break a hole in here.
Yes.
And then
So
you can
what do you
actually-
use to break a hole?
I can use the other conch.
Oh, you use the other conch?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of the old-fashioned way. Use one to open the next one. Then I'll get the screwdriver and trip it, and it should fall right out.
It's pretty hard. I mean, it's like a very, very hard shell.
Yeah,
So
it's very tough. You
very strong.
have to give a lot of beating, and it'll probably be a little bit messy.
Okay.
Okay. And then we got the
Oh, so
holes
now
in
you
there.
got a hole,
Yeah.
but oh yeah, I can touch the flesh.
Yeah, yeah. The screwdriver in.
Yes.
And-
And you turn right in the right direction. And is he coming?
Let's see if we got him.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my God.
You see him right there?
Yeah. And you just have to
Just
pull,
lift it straight up. There it is right
and
there.
that's it. It's very well. I don't know what he's doing. He's releasing some sand, I believe, and it's very slimy, very slimy,
Very slimy.
and kind of soft.
Yeah.
With a very, at the same time, it's like a very, like silky texture. Like the skin is very soft.
Yep, and then what we'll do is we'll take it
So you,
like this, and you get the knife underneath,
underneath the,
and you come out right there. And
yes. Then you still have a lot of skin here.
yeah, it's a lot of skin to peel off. It's not very hard. It's
Right here. You have a pretty good sharp knife to do that.
not bad, not bad.
So that part you will
We'll discard.
eventually clean it later?
Now
or-
we'll discard that.
You discard that?
Yeah.
And if I bite in it will be
You
very
can just, I don't know how the other parts would taste. You can just bite into the white meat there, and it's just not too much of it. There you go.
tough. It's so it's so fresh. I guess it's full of juice, and it's I mean, you know, it's seafood.
Yeah.
It tastes like the ocean.
Exactly.
It reminds me abalone, and the consistency and the flavor of abalone in California or in Asia,
Yeah.
which is a different
Okay.
shellfish. However, it has the same qualities. Tastes delicious.
Very good, huh?
Oh yeah.
And it's fresh. I mean, when
Okay.
you rinse it in the seawater, it kind of seasons it with a little salt.
I'm sure you're familiar with ceviche. It's probably the way you do it here in Cayman, right? Marinated.
Yeah.
And ceviche means that it's marinated most of the time with lime or lemon juice, and you can add some onions and some spice and some herbs to give some flavor. And it's cooked by the acidity of the lime or the lemon, and it gives a pretty good flavor to the seafood that you prepare as a ceviche. And most of the time ceviches can be made with shellfish like a conch, or even with some very fresh fish. I think we're gonna slice the onion very thin. I finally diced some onions. Maybe we're not gonna use all of it, but
It's just,
a bit like that. I'm gonna cut some coriander or cilantro. Then for the spiciness, I'm sure you have some spicy sauce here on the island, or we use black pepper.
Black pepper, Scotch bonnet seasoned salt.
Yeah,
So
I have some
Scotch
Scotch
peppers.
bonnet
You have some
inside.
Scotch bonnets?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to put the lime juice?
Sure.
And I'm gonna try the Scotch bonnet, see how strong it is. Sometimes for me it's very intense.
hot,
It's
yeah.
almost too strong. That one is a killer. Forget this one.
Don't put that one in, because it'll kill
let's-
me too.
And you know what I brought with me that you may not use in the island when you do the ceviches is a little bit of olive oil.
You can try it, yeah. I'll
And-
try it. We'll
and-
try anything once, yeah.
So the olive oil is here. It's when the Mediterranean meets
Oh, yeah.
the Caribbean.
There you go.
Cutting a little bit of the habanero. That way we'll
We'll be crying together.
try together.
From the
but-
heat. That
And then you need beers.
And thankfully we have that close by, so.
Yes.
We
So
did
look,
Yeah, you did a good job there. You can get the conchs.
it's a collective effort. I'll give you a bit more. Okay, let's try.
Very good. Pepper's working too.
It's working too.
Pepper's working.
But it's very good.
Very good.
My God, it's so fresh. It's incredible.
Cheers.
Okay, so that's our catch of the day, actually.
Yeah.
He has a beautiful color.
It also helps when when you keep it on that ice.
Like
Keeps
you
it
did on
nice
the
and
boat,
fresh,
right?
like we did on the boat, yeah. Helps preserve the color, the texture, everything.
We are going to make a sashimi with it. So I'm filleting the fish, obviously, with that pretty good knife. And we're gonna have both fillets. You call that a blackfin tuna?
Blackfin tuna.
So that's gone, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna remove the skin. And we're removing as much blood as we can. So that way we're taking the fishiness out of the tuna. So I'm slicing the fish in bites. I don't know if a Japanese expert will be impressed with my cutting. And Rick, you cracking the coconut for us? Wow! Excellent, that's gonna be our plate.
Okay, right.
This is gonna be your plate. And we are going to eat some blackfin tuna sashimi. It's something that I have never done before. To really plate a sashimi in a coconut.
I've never seen it done before, so it is new for me.
So
too.
it's a premiere. We're going to save that for later.
There you go.
Or maybe we can put it in this coconut just to save the fish. To clean your hands is very easy here.
Now you have to show me how to hold these now. I don't know.
I'm not very good at it.
Okay, well,
I just wish you good luck. Like that. If not, with your fingers, it's fine.
there you go.
It's so fresh. It's incredible too. It's really, really sweet as a fish.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's very firm.
Yeah,
It's probably because it's so fresh.
exactly. Yeah, but just
And-
throw out all the scraps right here and all
Yeah.
the fish here will eat it for sure.
So here we really limited the cooking, but we got the best product that we catch today.
There you go.
And preparing it simply like that, with fresh ingredients, it's a fantastic experience.
Great company, yeah. Pleasure having you here.
Thank you. Santé, cook from life.
Right back. Welcome back, boys.
Michael, we ate it all.
Oh,
The good news is we catch something.
excellent.
We got a little blackfin tuna, and he taught me how to catch some conch. And we did a sashimi, and then we had ceviche.
I'm very jealous.
But
But I had wondered that maybe it wasn't going to work out so well for you. So I brought you a little
Oh
present.
my God, wow, they're beautiful on top of it.
Yeah.
Show me that.
Now that's a spiny
That's
lobster.
our dinner.
I catch them, you cook them.
I promised to cook what I caught, and while that didn't work out exactly as I planned, with a little help from my friend Mike, we celebrate our fresh seasonal fare in a way only local Caymanian would. A little surprise here, look at that.
Ah,
Spiny lobsters.
beautiful.
So I'm gonna take them out, look at that. They're gorgeous.
That looks good.
And I'm gonna season them and we're gonna grill them. They are beautiful.
They are.
And the size, I can't believe the size that we find. So what they need is a little bit of pepper.
These are. Do you ever find these in New York? Like, do you ever bring them into New York ever? Right?
You know the spiny lobsters, they don't live well.
Best.
So by the time they arrive in New York, they're dead.
They
And
really don't make it right because you never
and soon
see
as
them.
they die, they become black.
Yeah.
The flesh change. So some salt. Here we go. Number one. Here. Number two. Oh, they look good. This is really like a dream
We take care of our
size for
Yeah.
lobster. Like that.
They're so unbelievable looking.
Yeah.
Like so completely
I mean,
different
look at-
than.
Do you see that the way they
Yeah,
are?
with this huge.
Antennas.
Because they don't have the claw, right? They don't have that giant claw. They have
They
that
don't have the
instead.
claws. And the difference in between the main lobster and the Caribbean lobster that we find here is it's like maybe sweeter meat, more dense. We are going to add a little bit of butter on it.
That's a good idea.
Just like that. Yeah, so it's super simple. I mean, the big job is to light the fire. Catching is another story. So while the lobsters are cooking, I'm going to make a Caribbean sauce vierge. So what we call sauce vierge, it's basically olive oil with shallots and capers and herbs. And because we are in Cayman, we are going to add papaya and mango and lime. And we're going to make it's basically a light sauce, a light dressing. So let's start with the capers. Then here I have the ginger for the spice. I'm putting the shallots here. And then green papaya. So I like the green papaya because it brings some crunch, a little bit of the tomatoes, and the mango, of course. It's gonna go well with the lobsters. So here now, some salt, some black pepper. Here I have some chopped herbs, whatever we find, some basil, and we had some mint, and we had some parsley, and cilantro. I'm gonna squeeze some lime juice. So I don't think we can do more local than what we are doing here. I mean, grilling the spiny lobster, using the vegetables, the herbs of the island, and what is the lifestyle of Cayman is amazing. Yeah. I mean, friends, some drinks, some barbecue, we're on the beach, the sun is setting, it's amazing. I can always add a little bit of butter on those tails. It's gonna give a nice flavor. Butter and shellfish goes really well together. Actually, butter goes with everything. So I have some Caesar dressing, and I'm gonna paint the romaine, just like that, quickly. And we're gonna grill the romaine. So instead of having a Caesar salad, like a Caesar salad, we're gonna have grilled romaine a la Caesar. Crunch, has a great consistency, and it tastes absolutely delicious. And then we will top it with some Parmesan that has been grated, and you're gonna see it's light, but it's very flavorful. So let me check what's going on here.
So what are you looking for? Just the color?
I'm looking
to tell
I'm looking to have the heat coming from the bottom and kind of cook the lobster almost 3/4 of the way. And then I will flip them quickly just to have a little bit of the flavor of the barbecue. But I don't want the lobsters to be burned by the grill. I don't want the black marks to be too black because then it brings bitterness. I'm gonna flip the lobster. So we're gonna try to do it like that. You see they cooked on that side. The shell has changed, it's becoming red. And we're not gonna let them too long on that side because they will lose their juice. So we're just gonna do it for a little bit. Now I'm gonna grill the lettuce. So we're gonna go like that. Now a little bit of the Parmesan. And I want the Parmesan to melt a little bit on top of the salad. What I wanna do, I wanna take the salad out before it becomes too soft. Because I wanna keep the texture, the crunchiness of the salad. So I'm taking the salad out. Of course, I don't want the salad to burn, but I want the salad to be toasted. I think we are ready with the lobsters. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna slice them so it's easy to cut them. And then you can get your plates.
I've never done that.
Come here and I'll give you the lobster and the salad and the sauce.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You got it. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
To friendship, to the Cayman Islands.
Thank you. To you for giving us this amazing time.
Thank you.
The flavors.
And bon appétit, of course.
This offer is not available in stores. Eric's latest book, Avec, is the companion to his Emmy Award-winning TV series. Filled with over 100 recipes, it captures Eric's adventures in stunning photographs and takes you to the source of inspiration. You will also receive a 3-DVD set of the new season of Avec, including 13 Perfect Pairings episodes with Aldo Sohn. The cost for all of this is $44.99, a savings of 25% off the list price at aveceric.com/TV. To order, call 1-866-469-ERIC. For more culinary inspiration with Eric, visit his website for free access to recipes, exclusive wine pairings and videos, and download Avec Eric multimedia and mobile apps. Join the Avec Eric community. Log on to aveceric.com.
Made possible by Aquapana Natural Spring Water. Emerging from a deep spring near the Renaissance Villa Pana, Aquapana is dedicated to bringing the taste, history, and culinary tradition of Tuscany to life. Aquapana, from Tuscany for the art of dining. By Olympus. The Olympus Stylus Tough Camera is made to take whatever life dishes out. In or out of the kitchen. By Wine.com. With thousands of wines from around the world, gifts, wine clubs, and the information you need to make a wine selection. Wine.com for wine online. By Cuisinart and the elite collection of food processors. With 3 nested work bowls, a seal-tight lid for maximum capacity use, blade lock for pouring, and a 6-in-1 adjustable slicing disc. It's the next innovation for the modern kitchen.